Hi everyone, my name's Ben and I'm here at Bullring Crypto doing a take two of this video. For some reason it recorded absolutely fine the first time round, but YouTube didn't like it. So here we are again. Those people that watched the first one, I do apologise. This one will be slightly different to make sure that you're getting to see exactly what I'm talking about and not just a static slide. Okay, so I'm not really into too much. I like to draw in all different types of data to give you evidence, but I think what's happened in the last week, we need to stick to these kind of keynote slides at the moment just to kind of get some bearing on what's happening. So we have seen this prediction of mine, which was last week, a very modest prediction of what we could see over the space of 1 year with LumenSwap based on a few factors. You know, the fact that it was going to have AMAs, we're going to lending client, it's going to be a community, governance, DAO, all things in the future. And I was thinking, I quite like this. And, you know, I can see this doing, 400% on top of the 1 cent valuation at the time of recording the last video. So what has happened in this crazy few days is that we've already eclipsed my yearly guide. So what I want to do is sincerely apologise. Sincerely apologise not to you people who are viewing, but sincerely apologise to the LumenSwap team. Sincerely apologise to the LSP token for paying it so much kind of lip service and only thinking it's going to grow 400% in a year. I mean, I know it's ludicrous, it's ridiculous, and it says that in the description of the video. It's the ridiculous growth of the LSP token. So we have to kind of pivot. We have to jig around and have a look at what we could actually see in this year. If we've already eclipsed my first prediction, let's move the goalpost. During my time as an educator in personal development, I always encourage people to think big, and I thought my 400% gains was fairly solid, but it turns out no, it wasn't solid at all. It was rubbish. So, as I say, apologies about that. Let's go through the maths again, see if we can't give you a little bit of a better idea on where we could head. So, for those people that didn't watch video 1, which is why you need to have 10,000 LSP tokens today, capitalized for emotional impact. If you haven't watched that, go and watch it. It includes this slide in front of you. And all this slide does is it just shows what would happen if we go back to the rewards, just to explain about the 2%. What would happen if you get the 2% basically compounded over a year. But if we understand these two rewards first, again, if you need to understand this in more depth, go to video number 1. But we've got 2 rewards running on LumenSwap for the LSP token holders. The first one is you have to have more than 10,000 LSP tokens, and then you will get a monthly dividend reward of approximately 2 million tokens. Yeah, shared between the wallets that have more than 10,000 tokens. Someone, has come back and said it's pretty misleading, etc. No, you have a balance of 10,000 plus LSP tokens. You will get rewarded on a monthly basis. It's very simple. It's not rocket science here. Okay, that's very simple. The team, the developers are giving us 2 million LSP per month for every one of us that has more than the 10,000. There are over 400 wallets, around about 420 wallets with this kind of balance. So those 420 wallets will be getting a share of, not 2 million each, a share of 2 million, according to how many tokens above 10,000 they hodl. The more you hodl, the more you will get. Does that make sense? It's linear, yeah? The line will be exactly parallel to how many tokens you hodl. You keep accruing tokens, you keep getting more monthly rewards, and this goes on for 10 whole years. So the 2 million is divided into approximately 90 million LSP tokens that are in wallets above 10,000. Yeah, okay. Nice and easy. It works out at roughly 2%. So I've taken that 2%, I've rounded it down, and I've used it on the slide in a minute. Okay, so I don't think that's too complex. 2% of what you hodl per month into your wallet. You don't need to do anything. You can just stack them in your Rabbit wallet, your Lobster wallet, your Freighter wallet, the wallets that we know and love on the Stellar Ledger. Yeah? Okay, done. Reward number 2 is you people who are traders out there, who are using your tools and your TA, and you are coming to your own understanding of what you think the price is going to do. Again, as I said, it's not for me to tell you. And you are going to start trading. Profits are only profits when they're taken, and it doesn't matter what crypto token or coin that I put my belief in. I'm an advocate of taking profits. Yeah, I think we should be hodling Lumen Swap, definitely, but I think we should also be taking profits, because I was there in 17, 18, and I've seen hodl balances go 98, 99% down to nothing. It's not a pleasant feeling. This time round, I'm older and wiser in the tooth, and I've been taking profits since 2020. So, with that being said, I'm an advocate of doing that in the right circumstances. Sometimes when you're going to be making more gains for hodling, of course, hodling is the route. But you traders might be, selling out what you believe is the top and buying back in to increase your hodlings, which is a great idea if you know what you're doing. To beginners and noobs, I would say be very, very careful. You often buy the top and sell the bottom. Yeah, so you don't want to be doing that. But those people that are confident can be in line to win one of 100 prizes of 12,500 LSP, which is amazing. 1.25 million tokens a month given away to those traders. Only 100 of them prizes. But if we think you've got to be trading a minimum of 10,000 LSP in a month, if we look at the 400 and something wallets that have that balance at the moment, and 100 qualifying for this reward on a monthly basis, I would say that, with all things taken into consideration, the amount of people that are actually trading, you are probably looking at a very healthy chance of winning that percentage. There's not going to be that many initially until we start to see more and more people in that hodlers gang, in the 10,000 plus hodlers. Because of course, if you've only got, a few thousand, it's more difficult for you to get to trade 10,000. However, it's still possible. You could make 10 1,000 LSP trades in a month. You qualify. So don't let it just be those people, but I'm using all of my kind of, common sense with it. And I think that you're standing a very healthy chance, if you are trading that kind of volume in the beginning. Don't forget, the first time you buy 10,000, or if you buy 10,000 in 4 different chunks, that's 4 trades. So if you buy 2,500 4 times, that's 10,000. So, with that being said, even people that are beginning to get involved in Lumen Swap, you can be in the hunt for this. It's going to be great. But if I said to you that you've got a great chance, then believe me, you've got a great chance. I'm not just going to make it up. So I hope that you people here really come into the community and you tell us that you've won after the first month. I'll be delighted to hear about it and share the great news all over social media that you've got one of these first prizes, okay? It could even be me. Wonderful. If it's me, happy days. I will be sure to tell you. Right, going back to the slides, and my apology, this is the first slide. This is the one that I said, oh, what a ridiculous price estimation. This is the 2%, and now you know where it comes from. The 2% that we said that gets shared out, the 2 million tokens across 90 million tokens that are above the 10,000 threshold. Right, here we go. And remember, they're not for the team wallets, the marketing wallets, the community wallet, ambassadors, etc. It's not for those wallets. It's purely for the people that have actually got invested in Lumen Swap LSP token. So there's the 2% every month, starting balance 10,000, 2% a month, and this is what you would get per month for your 2%. You end up on about 26.81 APY. That's annual percentage yield, so that's your APR plus your compound, 26%. So you end up the year, if you just did nothing other than hodl, yeah, you end up the year 12,681. That's what it is. So you just lock your tokens down, don't do anything at all, right? But now I said to you, the price going up to 5 cents, and we've already obviously gone way above that. I mean, 8 cents in the first 10 days. I had to come and do a video, didn't I, and apologize and say sorry and give you a better understanding of what may happen. So investment value now would be 634 if we only went up to what we've already surpassed. Would already be 634. So you people now that put in 100, would have 634, over 500% gains on your investment. 500%, don't forget we're talking 10 days here. Okay. Next. What I've done now is I've changed the figures. I have put here 8 cents because that's the price that you would have to buy in at today. Right now when I'm doing the video. Yeah, it's pulled back a little, but we're talking 8 cents. Yeah, it was up at nearly 9 cents, right? And I thought, oh goodness, we're going to go 10 cents and I'm going to look a real fool. But we didn't. We went to 8 point something and we pulled back a little bit from there. Investment value would be 800. Where do I get that figure from? For you people that aren't very good with maths, that's me included, by the way, we take it because it's 8 cents and we need 10,000 of them. So 10,000 lots of 8 cents is $800. That's how much it would cost you to be part of the 10K LSP club today. We're already getting into a position where it's out of reach for most small crypto investors because it's $800. It's far more expensive now than $100 on the last slide. Now, I'm thinking it could be realistic to say 50 cents. Last week, if I'd said 50x, people would have said, shut up, you're just a Lumen swap bull. It's never going to do that. Nonsense. Yeah, and the trolls would have come out in force. Now I think, yeah, it can do 5, just a little bit. It's going to be 6, isn't it? Just a little bit over 6 times where we are now with the AMM, so the farming, with the lending client, with the updated charting, with the fact it's going to be number 1. AMM on Stellar. I was adding all these things up thinking, okay, and there's a healthy price increase here. Let's be a little, not so modest, let's be a little bit more outlandish and say we can go 50 cents. Bearing in mind, I've worked out the fact that, in the next couple of months, there's only still going to be 140 million tokens. Because you've got the ones that were the auction tokens, and then we've got a few of the ambassador tokens, a bit of marketing, and some of the incentives. So I thought 140 to 150. Let's go really out there. 150 million tokens, And if we cut the 150 million tokens in half, then we can say to ourselves it's 75 million market cap. Does that make sense? Yeah, you times the price by the circulating supply. Price by circulating supply, 150 million, you need to halve it because we're at 50 cents, is 75 million. Sensible talk. Yes, it's sensible talk. When we look at the number 1 DEXs and AMMs on the different networks, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, look at QuickSwap, look at Pangolin, look at all of these others, and is that kind of market cap realistic for what these others have done in the space of just a few short months? Of course it is. Okay, so I've said 50 cents. That's my justification behind it. So now we're beginning with 800 today. We've still got our 2%. We know we get that monthly dividends, linear to how much we hodl. And we've got how much we'll be getting per month in tokens. But of course, the token value is going up. So these USDC value is increasing. Yeah, and I still haven't changed the typo from last slide. Okay, so you'll notice that it's USDC, not the other way around. Right, in case you were thinking, oh, Mong, right? here we go, over the space of a year, 50 cents. I think it could do it somewhere end of year, but I'm going to be saying July next year. Right now, because of this increase in price, because of our investment value, we are looking at 12,681. And all we do is take our 12,681. Remember, this is just hodling. This is doing nothing, just locking down your tokens, buying them today, locking them down, doing nothing with them, just making sure they're in one of the wallets that we've spoke about. Excuse me. And now we just halve this because it's only 50 cents. It's not $1. So we halve this, and this is what we've got. We have got 6,340. Now, if we go back to the previous slide, and you were one of these people that you bought in at 1 cent just a few days ago, now you can see we're in crazy town. We're at 63 times. Yeah, 63 times your initial investment of $100. Yeah, or 6,300%. Yeah, I have to say it like that because it's almost just mind-blowing. If we get to just 50 cents and you bought in and held, remember, not sold, held at 1 cent and you bought in 10,000 and it goes up to 50 cents, that's the sort of money that you are, or the sort of value that you are going to have after 1 year of dividends. Now, let's go again to this level where we are having a couple of these trading wins that I've spoken to you about. I don't need to go over these again. I've talked to you about reward number 2. Let's say you're one of these, you are doing some trading, using some TA, doing some cool stuff, and you hit a couple of these monthly trading incentives as well to add to your part. Just 2 over the space of the year, no more than that. So we started with our 800, which is what the price is today, 8 cents to buy in at. We've got our HODL dividends of 2% a month. And we've got a couple of these extra 12,500 tokens coming into our wallet, right? Of course, you've got to say this balance is going to fluctuate because if you're trading, then these balances are fluctuating. But I'm saying if you just hodl this balance, anything that you're trading is extra to this, you can win this. Bearing in mind, you've got to be having this balance for these figures to work out. Okay, you've got to have this balance. If you're trading this balance back out and you're not having this balance in a hodl mentality, that's going to affect. If there's a snapshot and you haven't got that balance in there, you won't get the dividends. But you'll start getting them again the following month should you want to lock down. But let's just say you get these trading balances and you're hodling this balance all the way through. Yeah, that's 40,591. We're still keeping the same token price of 50 cents. Right, and you can see now that we halved that, so we've now got $20,000. $20,000. If you are one of the people here where last week we bought in at 1 cent, investment value of 100, that is 200 times. Yeah, 200 times your initial investment in 1 year. $100 to 20,000. What can you do with 20,000? Geez, it's just a massive amount. So what I wanted to do with this, as I said, I just wanted to apologise that I'd undercooked LSP so much, and that's been an educator here, that we're having to move the goalposts out for bigger goals, for bigger achievements. Everyone in the community is buzzing. Everyone knows what they're sat on now. For you people that are new into it, you've got to be in this club to make these kind of gains. It's no good having 100 tokens, 200. You're not going to be up for these. You need to start accumulating LSP tokens as quick as you can to be getting these monthly bonuses of having more than 10,000. The longer you leave it, and I keep warning people, the longer we leave that process, we risk, it's not guaranteed, but we risk the price to keep appreciating because we've only got a small amount of holders at the moment. We've only got a small community. When the word spreads and more people come in, especially big money people, and they start putting tens of thousands in, this price is going to appreciate quicker than what we've seen. If that happens, the entrance price to the $10,000 LSP club gets higher and higher and higher. And before you know it, none of us can afford to get in, because it's going to be multiples of thousands to get in, and then we're going to have missed that 10,000 boat. I think you need to look at it right now. I don't think there's a better time than to look at this right now and say, does this make sense to you as part of your investment portfolio? As always, thank you very much for listening. And, any questions, I'm aped in on Lumen Swap Thread. Any questions, ask myself or Bull Runner or any of the Lumen Swap team, and they'll help you out with anything that I've put down here. Thank you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day.